More cricket action at the Lassagers playing field on a good batting track, an excellent batting surface. A lot of runs have been scored here over the last 4.5 days, and we're looking forward to some more runs scored here this afternoon. Let's get ready for the next match, the match between the Bayleaf Blasters and the Cinnamon Pacers. The Bayleaf Blasters, Heron Campbell the captain, the Cinnamon Pacers, Ryan John. The match referee, Carlisle Felix, and he's got the coin. He passed it already to Cinnamon Pacers, that's Ryan John. He's the home team for today. The coin toss, let's go.
Right.
The call is heads from Campbell. It's tail. All right, so Ryan John, you won the toss. What's your story?
We're going to have a bat first.
We're going to have a bat first on this wicket. What influenced your decision?
As I said in the previous match, the statistics have shown that most of the teams batting first definitely have been winning the matches. So we just want to continue in that vein.
All right. Well, your last match, Cinnamon Pacers, you thought you scored enough. You were looking for about 120, you told me. What's the story on that? How you thought that played out for you?
Yes, as I mentioned, we had like about 15 run shot, but nevertheless, we had a job to do as bowlers, and we came out and we defended that, so that was really good on our part.
All right. Well, you're looking to pick up another win today?
Most definitely.
All right. Well, we wish you all the best. We see you guys padding up in just a little bit. Heron Campbell, the captain of the Bayleaf Blasters. Campbell, you were hard done by the Nutmeg Warriors yesterday, and you're going to look to try and bounce back today?
Yes, most definitely. The first game wasn't the result that we wanted. We wanted to win. We lost. Today is a new day. We come with a different approach and try and win this encounter today.
All right. What you're going to have to defend first up. The Cinnamon Pacers are having a bat. What kind of total you think you want to restrict them to on this surface?
Well, based on the sort of bowlers I have in my lineup, we have a good bowling unit. We are looking to restrict them under 100. And we got the skills and the talent to do so, and we're going to go there and do it.
All right. Well, we wish you all the best, and we see you guys out in the middle.
Thank you very
all
much.
Right. So that's it. The Cinnamon Pacers have won the toss, and Ryan John is deciding to have a bat first. We'll see you in just a little bit because the cricket action will start momentarily.
And welcome back to the Lassagers playing field here in Grenada as we are about to start the second game for the day. Cinnamon Pacers, they comes up against Bayleaf Blasters, and what continues to be a very good day for cricket condition, although a bit on the cloudy side, but no threat of rain, and we expect again to see a next really exciting game as we look to conclude another day in this Spice-Isle T10 tournament, the 4th edition. Ashley?
A pleasant good afternoon to you again, Crony, and good afternoon to all the listeners, wherever you are. It is indeed a pleasure to be out here again, seeing that the flags have some energy, the breeze, nice breeze blowing. As you rightly said, there are some cloud cover, but there is no threat of any rain. And so the sun is out there too, and so too are the players, very much ready to go in this second game in this edition of the T10 here in Grenada.
So Cinnamon Pacers, they're going to take first strike. They have elected a bat after winning the toss. And just to look at the team, Cinnamon Pacers, Kieran Cotoy, Cyprian Forsyth, Dana George, Junior Henry, Ryan John, Sherman Lewis, Cousin Murray, Jaron Noels, Shondell Regis, Nkosi Sentle, Adrian and Dwayne Walcott. Out is Adrian Thomas and Narun Singh.
Well, the captain for Bayleaf Blasters, Heron Campbell, the team comes from Heron Campbell, Dante Thomas, Kishan Andrews, Nyron Belfon, Wavell Benjamin, Shakim Charles, Dylan Douglas, Imran Joseph, Micah Narayan, Nilan Pascal, Richard Rogers, Handel Stafford. Out is Corey Celestine and Dante Thomas, the wicketkeeper, Dylan Douglas. So we expect to see some good cricket.
So Pascal, it is from our commentators, Wooten, and Sentle, they had a little bit of difficulty there. Sharp delivery by Pascal, bouncing And St. Clair looking to turn it around. Seemed to hit somewhere on the gloves and just dropping on the side. But a delivery that seemed to give him some difficulty.
Yeah, good start by Pascal. And I guess as more the batsmen have to be watchful. That's Nikosi Sentile.
And another shot delivery hook over mid-wicket for a huge six, and really a good shot by Sentle. After this first delivery, this was short, and he was into position quickly and hit it over mid-wicket, and goes for the first maximum of the game.
Definitely so. You're really into that position very quickly. Remind me quite a lot of former West Indies batsman Gordon Greenidge playing those nice fancy shots quickly into position. Lovely shot.
Pascal, one of the more experienced of the fast bowlers, played at the highest level. West Indies, just as we know even from young, the ability to swing the ball, particularly away from the right-handed batter. He was Centella is hitting this one way down to cover mid-off, and that goes down to the boundary for another four, just short in length. And Centella into good position to able to hit that ball down to mid-off, which is vacant, and he picks up his second boundary of the over.
And very straightish too. That's a position where you have no one. He seems to be in good nick, positioning himself well, good bat swing, good steady head.
Pascal making some adjustment, taking out the captain. Campbell comes out from slip and goes to cover.
That's a good delivery.
Yeah, just push back Sentley somewhat. They had to defend this one, push it out. Pascal is probably not known to be treated roughly, but in this over, he was hit for 6 and then hit for 4. In the air as he goes for the big swing. The keeper comes around and takes a very simple catch. And Sentley, they looking for the big shot, really not in position. We could have seen a little movement from that delivery from Pascal, seeming to leave the right hand because he Sentley, and only was able to get it in the air, and the keeper coming around and take a rather simple catch.
Yes, I think he had some piece of that ball, of that delivery too. You can see him rolling the fingers on that delivery. And Sentley, not clear about what is happening. Into position and hitting that ball just there. Look at that fingers, yeah? Ball coming back into the batsman. Coming back. Hitting it in the air high enough for a simple catch.
Yeah, and again, the catch was taken actually not by the keeper, but Dylan Douglas. It was not short enough, and you could see him looking again. Trying to repeat that shot he played over mid-wicket. And this one just went in the air and simple catch taken. So Sentley, after playing 2 really good shots in the over, was not able to last the over. Pascal picking over that wicket on its 5th delivery.
So Cotter is in your batsman in. These batsmen, they are in form, but just sometimes not picking at the right delivery to play the shot that they want to play. They got to keep their eyes a little longer on the ball.
This didn't pass far from the leg stump. Cotter there, and Signal wide, just outside the leg stump as Cotter went into his wicket and looked to play it on the onside. Well, the umpire certainly in the best position, his judgment called wide, but it didn't pass far from the leg stump.
Not far from the leg stump at all.
11 for 1. We are still in the first over. Comes off the edge, down to third man, and that beat the third man as go through what probably would have been a second slip area. Scott Oide was looking to drive off the back foot, and ball moving away, taking the edge, and he picking up a boundary. So that concludes the first over. Cinnamon Pieces, they are 15 for 1.
Not a bad over there from Pascal. We have seen him beat Century, having him caught. And this one just coming off the edge. Where second slip would have been. And unfortunately running to the boundary, giving Cinnamon Pieces some more addition to the score, 15 for 1. As we see the new bowler in
Imran Joseph.
Imran Joseph.
So Joseph going to pick it up from the road end. We would have seen him in the previous game bowling from this commentator's booth end. And he will be bowling to Shondell Regis. He haven't faced a delivery. He's going to face his first delivery.
A little bit of sloppy work there. Eventually giving at least 2 more runs to Cinnamon Pieces. What should have just been 1, they end up getting 3.
So Regis off the mark with 3. Thanks for 2 overthrows. Ball pushed into the offside and he went for 1. So this is 18 for 1. The left-handed cutter. So 2 left-handed batters in the wicket. Just sliding down the leg side again is Joseph. Getting a little bit of movement there.
Yes,
that ball.
The direction that the breeze is coming from, both T and Pascal, seeing them having just a little bit of movement into the batsman.
Yeah, that delivery pitch just a bit outside the leg, somebody was going further. Comes off the edge and fly over again. With what would be again probably a second slip, just to the right of the third man fielder on the boundary. You had no chance over that second slip fielder. But again, given the room to swing the bat, and the pace of Joseph here, he swung hard, and coming off the edge of the bat, he really flew over the slips area.
Well, I don't, even if he had a second slip, I don't think he would be able to get it because I thought it had passed very high too. There had to be a lot of jumping there to get this one. Pieces sailing along nicely on 23. Again, that inward movement. Get into the leg, outside the leg stump, wide.
It's 24 for 1. Again, a little difficulty with Joseph there, just trying to get his line right.
Crony, I don't know if you observed the little semantics with Carter, the amount of things that he has to do before he settles down. every batsman have something about them, and if you look at all that he has to be touching before he's actually sit, it's amazing.
But I must say that that can be kind of frustrating to the bowler also. I know there are some bowlers that really get upset
Yeah,
with the time
definitely.
being wasted and they're doing so many things before. Probably that could all be a strategy. Maybe to get the bowler vexed.
Vex.
The thing is, when you're vexed or you're upset, you can't really focus and concentrate.
Yeah, definitely so.
You do things not in the best vein. You does not make the best decision. And it's a strategy that can be used. I mean, generally, and this is why you will hear that the bantering and the talking sometimes goes outside. You probably just need to limit to know what to say. But, that could get to players and cause them really to react. And sometimes that is to the detriment.
Definitely so. Well, we have two little conferences going on while the keeper getting some attention from the physio, the batsman in a little bit of conference there. And we have seen on the other end the captain and the bowler also had a little bit of conference. So it's a lot of thinking going on outside there within the 3 overs and some 2 balls bowl.
So we're just in the second over.
Second
Pascal.
over.
Joseph in his first over.
Loud appeal. I thought this one was high. Yeah, leg by signal by the umpire. If you look at it on the replay, the ball keep climbing. The batsman was up there.
Yeah, good decision by the umpire. Ball lifting. Well, he was beaten for pace there. Pretty quick delivery. And we're just trying to get behind it.
That was very ambitious. Where were they going? I don't think he had a single that day at all. Okay. Batsman calling with the momentum, and both batsmen leaving the crease, but there was no run there. It all went well for Cinnamon Pieces.
Edge just past the keeper, goes down to the boundary for 4. Again, just past the left glove of the keeper. Or the right glove, and despite the third man being fine, just was able to stop it as it goes over the rope. But again, another quick delivery.
A very quick delivery from Imran John, right across the left-handed batsman in Regis. Regis was in 2 minds there. I thought at one time he was thinking of pulling away from it, but the ball was just a little bit too close.
In the air as he swing this one, the mid-on is going back, but just lose the race as it goes over the rope. Again, Regis there again, taking the attack to Joseph and picking up another boundary of the last delivery of the over. So Regis goes to 11, and at the end of the second over, scores 33 for 1. So really the rate is 16.5 is a pretty good one.
A very good one. There is a conference there between the umpires. The umpires are checking on something there.
Yeah, it just seemed to be, I think the keeper, they're just changing of the keeper. The umpires looking pretty concerned about something, but I think it's just trying to keep on top of things to make sure that time is not being wasted.
Yeah, definitely so. Keep the momentum going. Benjamin has taken over the gloves and the pad for the keeping position. I think Douglas had a slight injury, and I think that's a smart move to ensure that he get a good relief for the time for batting. So, Captain Heron Campbell continue to marshal his field outside there.
So, Belfon, he's going to pick up the attack and third over of the inning. Cotoy on 8, Regis on 11. Joseph conceded 17 runs in his first over.
Naren Belfon could be a very steady left-arm fast bowler. Very strong young man.
Again, he's going for the big hit. Where does this go? Goes down to
Backward point.
point. A wide third man. And picked up a boundary. Again, ball seemingly moving away from him. He did not get hold of it, get to the pitch of it. But I think the movement that would have taken it away, hitting more the outside edge. And that has gone down to the boundary for 4. You see the short third man is in place. Pitch up and hit
That's
straight back. Shot. Very good shot. One bounce over the ropes for 4. And over pitch delivery given the right treatment.
Definitely so. Right in the slot, asking for that. It's a good shot.
This is 41 for 1. Cotoy picking up 2 4s in this over. Gone again. High. Where does this one goes? Over the boundary for another 6. Again, pitching up. And Cotoy getting under it and lifting it. And that went over wide long on for another 6.
See, was it just in the correct position? Getting under the ball and lifting it hard and high. Lovely shot indeed.
It's so important to get into position. When you're into position, it's so much easier to get the ball away. One, to get it in the direction you want it to go. You are able to time it. You have more control of the shot. And that was well hit by Cotoy. He quickly moves to 22. 47 for 1. Ball in the air, and this one goes high in the air and taken on the long on boundary by Joseph. Smart bowling. He pitched it wider. It was a bit slower. And you can see Cotoy, they having to reach for it. So he really was not. And again, it's just opposite to getting into the right position. And he sort of dragged it down. And Joseph on the long on boundary just settle on it and take an easy catch.
Cotoy seemed to be going out there. Seemed to have a little problem with his right hand, I believe. Notice that when he was batting, he has always been shaking that right hand and trying to position something there. He has some problem there with the new batsman going out. And just not in position for this one. And Joseph comfortably taking the catch. So Henry?
So 47 for 2. The wicket there of Kieran Cotoy, caught by Joseph, bowled by Belfon. 22, 7 deliveries faced. He's in for 14 minutes, hit 4 4s and 1 6. So he's in and off boundaries.
So far, most singles have not been run by the Cinnamon Pieces team. They actually dealt in more boundaries. I think that they enjoy doing that in this power play. The right-handed Henry is now in. And so the bowler goes back over the wicket. Belfon. not in position to hit this ball anyway, just having a big swipe at it. Ball coming across the right-hander.
Yeah, loose drive by Henry. We have not seen the best of Henry in the tournament so far. But this was a loose drive to that delivery, pitching on off stump and going further away. Again, this one again had to reach for it. They're going to get it down to the long on boundary for 4. Not in control, but got enough on bat onto it that he was able to go over long on or more mid-wicket position and down to the boundary for 4.
Yes, a shot that he played, closing in the wrist on it at the end and getting it down to the boundary for 4. Adding to the total, getting it to 51 at the end of 3 overs. 51 for 2. Cinnamon Pacers.
We have always seen Cinnamon Pacers, the batting of Regis and Kotoy. Generally, they get off to a very quick start, and you know that has been positive for the Pacers in terms of the quick start that they get in the power play. Really puts them in position really to build. As we have seen there, the wicket of
Kelshan Andrews, the new bowler.
one of our talented young fast bowler from St. Mark's. Really they created a really good impression when he started a couple of years ago. Ball is struck and shucks down to long off, and Narandi just going to see what happened really there as he pick up a boundary, first delivery. We're just sitting back for 4. .55 for 2. So Regis moves to 15. Stroke down to long off, and they're going to come back for 2 there. The fielder on the boundary, Narayan, had some work to do, moved to his right quickly, so they pick up 2. 57 for 2.
A nice check shot there from Henry. That's Regis. Get there, but realizing that the ball was not there for what he wanted to do, just checking the shot and played it beautiful to get 2.
Again, swung. This one, the fielder is going back there and just missed it there. Belfont there. That ball was hit again down to long on. He really didn't get hold of it. Having to reach for it from outside the off stump. And as we look at Belfont, he's trying to get back there to get his hand to it. And really didn't get his hand to it. And the batsman pick up 2 in the process. So Regis again living dangerously. This one beating the outside edge.
Not very much movement in this delivery. And really beating him outside of the off stump.
A stroke back. Oh. Over the bowler's head, and they were able to pick up 2 more runs. So doing it in 2s. 61 for 2. Regis moves it 21. Andrews in his first over, so far gone for 10. And And this one hit high up on the pad and good running again, picking up a leg by at the end of the fourth over. Cinnamon Pieces, the 62 for 2.
Well, we have seen a little bit of smart cricket on the part of Cinnamon Pieces batters, not being able to get the sixes and fours that were actually coming from the overs before. But this time around, with the length that Andrews have been bowling, what we have seen that they were able to get the singles out of the overs, and so far they have gotten some 11 runs out of Andrews over, and they continue. We see Rogers, the right leg spinner, Richard Rogers, also one that had came from youth development, had represented Grenada, one of the leg spinners.
So the right arm leg spin of Richard Rogers. Ridges back and swing this one. Where does this one go down to a deep backward square? Feeler on the boundary. Just one bounce. Narrowing it is in that position. Pick up a single. 63 for 2. Ridges on 22. Right-handed Andrew swung, and this one goes over the boundary for another 6. Again, pitch up, over pitch, and Henry getting into good position and swinging it over wide long on for 6.
That's a lovely shot in the slot and asking to be hit. Again, Henry, full bat swing.
69 for 2, and that's a player, as you see now. See, we haven't seen him come to the fore yet, but he has so far hit 2 boundaries, and maybe this might be an opportunity, maybe just for him to turn things around. Pitched up and swung again, same direction, even goes further, bigger 6, as again Rogers over pitching. And Henry taking full advantage, hitting it over long on.
Yes, he's shopping well for the time being. He ball up in the slot and going down the road for a maximum.
So he rushes to 16, 75 for 2. We are in the 5th over. We are going to hear the voice of Jason Skeet in a short while, shorter delivery. He's hitting down to long off. Again, no way to the pitch of that delivery. It was not. It was shorter than he expected. And again, looking to clear the boundary, just picking up a single as it went down to long off.
Good idea from Regis as we come to the end of the 5th over.
Yes, certainly it's 77 for 2 after 5 overs, and after a few comments from you, Ashley, you will hear the voice of Jason Skeet.
Well, so far, we're very much impressed with the batting of Chandel Regis, who had opened the batting and had played a few relatively good shots, and he's still there. He's not afraid to chance his arm when the ball is in the slot. And Cinnamon Pieces with 77 for 2 after 5 overs. They could be looking here for a big score, somewhere in the 130s upwards. Welcome back to Jason Skate, welcome back.
Well, at 77 for 2, they're well on course to get in excess of 120, all things equal. But all things equal in the game of cricket, well, it's either overstated or underrated.
Yeah, definitely. So sometimes I think it is.
So Mike Narayan is operating from the main road end. Regis is looking to go with him again. Can't clear the boundary. But Captain Ryan John did say that batting first on this track has always been bringing him some good luck. And he's eyeing in excess of 120. He said anything above 120 he'd be pleased with. 78 for 2 at the start of the 6th. Clean strike.
That's
Not a man moved, save and except to retrieve. That's 4.
That's a lovely shot. Look at it, playing it in front, taking it from just inside that arc there and playing it over the mid-wicket boundary. 4.
Digging it out this time. And a lot of work down in the deep there. Bayleaf Blasters surely will have a lot of work to do. Bayleaf Blasters coming off a tough loss yesterday against the Nutmeg Warriors. Or was it the day before? Oh, this time he's found the middle of the bat this time, surely. And it has picked out the mahogany tree down in the distance. 6 runs.
This had sung so sweetly of the bat. Just caressing it away. Look at that shot. Oh, lovely. Well positioned himself. And with a good full swing of the bat, that's 6 runs. Lovely.
Ah, well, he's gone with him again. He's going with him again. He's going to have to call him daddy at the end of this over if he continues like this. He's receiving a belting, isn't he?
Now, Ryan, just in the slot again. Maybe looking for the Yorker and just did not fall on the right length. And belted wrong by Regis. Another 6. Lovely.
Clyde Rondell John is itching. He himself can't wait to get a piece of the action. He's a bowler. He knows all too well what this feels like. This time a little bit more gentle of an approach, but still more runs. An easy 2. So a lot of runs coming off this over. 20 actually, to be more precise. 20 runs coming off of this over. At the end of 6, the Cinnamon Pacers are 97 for 2. Shandil Regis is moving on 38. And Henry is right there on 22. And even though the score has ballooned to 97 for 2, only 5 extras. Only 5 extras.
Yeah, good disciplined approach from the Bayleaf Blasters. Unfortunately, they're getting too close to the bat of the Cinnamon Pacers, and they're being dispatched.
Well, you've got to learn to stay in your half in situations like these. This is the shorter version of the game. Lou Phillip, good afternoon. Jamila Lewis, she's rooting for the Pacers. All our viewers on the live stream, Joel Charles. I have to bring you up to speed with some action today as well. Going to use the opportunity to sneak it in. India winning by 7 wickets with 10 balls left, beating the United States. We get to that. On top of it and played down and out into the offside. Just one. The United States 110 for 8 of their 20 overs. And India was up against it for a little bit, but suspect the experience and the composure of the Indian team. 111 for 3 at 18.2 overs. So India winning by 7 wickets. New Zealand and the West Indies coming up at 8:30 tonight. Not going to miss it.
Certainly you don't want to miss. It will be something to look forward to. Two really big teams in the T20 aspect of the cricketing world. And all eyes will be glued.
Pascal to continue. Down the track, looking for the big hit, but good bowling by Pascal. Surely this is good bowling by Pascal. He realized the batsman was coming down and changed his mind mid-stride.
Yeah, really. Again, Pascal, very experienced at this level, very experienced in terms of the shorter format. So he has the bag of tricks that can cause a batter to really think.
Regis is going with him this time, but not too far off. Can't beat the boundary. Handel Stafford is outside there doing the tidying work for the Bayleaf Blasters.
Yeah, Pacers really on song so far.
The 100 comes up, 101 for 2 at 6.5. Full delivery, well played. Oh, that was absolutely B-E-U-T-A full.
Yeah, Junior Henry just showing his prowess, getting inside there even before the bowler delivered. He seemed to know what was coming. He got inside and just lapped it around. The man at fine leg really inside the circle can't do anything but to look and go retrieve.
Junior Henry has moved on to 27. Oh, good line. Good length, wrong line. Good comeback from Nilon Pascal to end the over. Oh, he's got one more delivery still, hasn't he? Yes, he's got one more delivery inside this.
Just now, I believe the stump danced a bit. He didn't want to get hit. I don't know. That was so close to the stump that I think the stump winced.
He's looking to repeat that same shot again. The umpire is not interested in the commotion. You've got to be mentally strong as an umpire, especially in this short format of the game.
Pretty quiet over in the context of what has been happening. So Pascal just coming in and tightening the screws just a little bit. Not really any major tightening to talk about.
The last over went for 20. This one went for 8. So they're going at 15 runs and over. The partnership has yielded 58 runs already.
Yeah, 58 in very quick time. If these two continue in the way they're going, definitely you will have a score in excess of 130.
And in the midst of all the fun and the excitement, let's see who's coming up. It looks like Belfon. Yes. Belfon will continue from the main road end. Nyron Belfon. His first over went for 18. Picked up the 1 wicket. He's taken. You could hear the nick from up in the back here. Flashing outside the off stump and getting a healthy edge. And the wicketkeeper, well, with Velcro in his hands, not making a mistake on this one.
Yeah, naughty shot there by Regis. Just looking to really belt it. It was leaving him the normal left arm delivery, which leaves the left-hander. And he got a healthy edge. And he's dismissed. So Pacers are again been pegged back somewhat. I think a very key wicket that has just gone down.
Oh, they've dismissed the hard-hitting Shandil Regis. On the 105 caught Dillon. Bowled by Belfon. Score on 105 for 3. Shandil Regis, the last batsman going down. 41.
Yeah, Belfon really doing the trick there for the Bayleaf Blasters. He picked up an early wicket and he's back, to help to stem the flow of runs again.
Disappointment for the Cinnamon Pieces on that one. They would have loved to have Belfon go all the way through. Sad day today, of course, in the history of the context of the sports. Today is 1 year since we lost Harvey Glance. Harvey Glance, that great American sprinter that was the coach of Kirani James. Thought about it. Changed his mind. That's Cyprian Forsyth. He's the new batsman at the wicket. Yeah, 1 year today, actually, to the date of the passing of Harvey Glance. And this must be a very tough day for our national hero, Kirani James. He has been very close to Glance. Oh, that's expertly struck, but can't beat. Well, look at that. He was lined up behind it like the Berlin Wall. And then suddenly, the ball did a deviation. How on earth did that happen? It's gone for 4.
Yeah, just really not getting into the proper position. He was side on, or rather facing the ball when he should be side on of the ball. So really, technically, that was the fault there.
A coach is going to save that video and he's going to tell you this is what you do not do. Surely that has to be wide. Yes. And score moves on to 111 for 3. Some sloppy work down in the end down there. It's gone for 4. Who's that gentleman down there? Smacked. The call is 2. Oh, it's going to be some danger here. He just made it back in the nick of time. But wisely so, deciding against it because he would have been caught in no man's land.
Yeah, he was almost to the point of no return. And luckily for him, the throw was a bit wide. Had that throw been a little bit closer, that would have spelled the demise of Forsyth.
There was a song, Point of No Return. Are you familiar with that song? It was a 1980s classic by a group, Expose. Point of No Return.
Point of No Return. What of it?
Full delivery. And away it goes. The field outside, they're not even bothering to move. It would have been an exercise in futility if Shakim Charles had attempted to chase it down. And wisely so, he just looked at it go across the ropes for 4.
Yeah, again, a bad delivery by Belfon. Full toss, and now we're seeing no ball signal. So the umpire determining that it was above the waist. Really, these are not the deliveries you need at this time when you want to restrict the fast-scoring Cinnamon Pacers.
This scoring rate has rocketed to 15 and a half, just over 15 and a half. 117 for 3 with 2.5 overs remaining. Legal.
So it's going to be a free hit. Batter has the license to swing.
And he has swung. And swung he has. And 4 he has received. So another 4. And this score is going to get away from these Bayleaf Blasters. They've got to be careful now more than ever. 121 for 3.
Yeah, it's really getting away from them. Not too much of a good over there by Belfon. And he still has 2 deliveries to come. So, I mean, the rate at which the Cinnamon Pacers are going, definitely, we can see 130 being surpassed.
2 overs to come. 16 runs off the over already. A bouncer, and he's gone with him again. Just one this time. They're thinking about the second, wisely deciding against it.
Good movement from the fielder out there, just getting to that ball quickly, not really taking time, just hustling to get it back in. Cause the doubt in the batsman's mind.
Forsyth is on strike. He's on 5. Just one. Agricultural looking shot.
Yeah, good delivery, good thinking from Belfon. Slower ball, leaving the right-hander. Definitely Forsyth did well to get back onto it.
Well, at the end of 8, the Cinnamon Pacers are going at 15.38. They're 123 for 3. And the 3 wickets down quickly, I can tell you. Nicosi St. Hilaire, he was caught by Douglas, bowled off Pascal for 10. Shondell Regis, he was caught by Benjamin, Belfon, 41. And Kieran Katoy, caught by Joseph, bowled Belfon for 22. The batsman inside is Junior Henry, is on 36. And Cyprian Forsyth on 6.
Yeah, really a good platform was set. And the Cinnamon Pacers, they just continued that momentum. I don't think I can recall the run rate really dipping below 15.
Imran Joseph is going to continue for the Bayleaf Blasters. His first over has gone for 17. That's the number on his shoulder as well. On his back, sorry. Faster delivery and well taken down the leg side. We heard a nick somewhere. The umpire is not interested in anything. 17 might very well be his lucky number, Imran Joseph. Let's see.
It very well might be his lucky number. Can see him really trying to think about his cricket, think about what he wants to do with the ball.
He's gotten him. He's gotten him. Good comeback. So, yeah, maybe 17 is his lucky number, Imran Joseph, because he's picked up a wicket. And he's picked up the wicket of Forsyth.
Yeah.
Forsyth is gone for 6. Bowled by Imran Joseph.
I can tell he enjoyed that. Playing tricks on the batsman. You saw him looking to put the man out square in the event that the batter would think that it's a short pitch delivery, and just totally outfoxed him with the pitch up delivery.
Well, his head was in the air. He was all over and around it, and was badly beaten. Look, the big man is walking out now. Ryan John, the captain for the Cinnamon Pacers. He's going to have to steer this ship and steady it. Some turbulent waters. 124 for 3. They've experienced some turbulent waters lately. with just about 1 over and 4 deliveries remaining. 123 for 4. Has a real possibility to get up to 140, 145 here with some explosive hitting. Imran Joseph would have some other ideas, I dare say.
Yeah, Joseph definitely has to have some other ideas. He would not allow Ryan to get the boost on him, I can tell you that. Again, these two, they play a lot of cricket here at Lassages together. And they certainly do have their bit of banter. So Joseph will want to make sure that he stays in the park.
A lot of females on the live. Females are enjoying the cricket. They are very enthused and excited about cricket. Giselle Smith and Melly Davis. Good afternoon. Down the leg side. Call is 1. They're going to attempt 2, but not attempt it. I love that about the English language.
Yeah, you can always use the words to your advantage. And someone with a quick thinking brain as yours, I mean, you can do so much with it.
They attempt it, but not attempt it. So the Cinnamon Pacers are piling on. They're stealing a lot of quick singles here. 126 for 4. Still 1.5 overs remaining. 8.3 gone. Imran Joseph, he's gone for 19 already. Just the 1 wicket which he just got of Cyprian Forsyth. Slower delivery, but picked nicely by John. They run the first one hard. The call is 2. They're going to get it comfortably.
Again,
Get it again.
Again, you see Joseph just thinking. He's facing up to John. He knows what John can do. And he has not given him 2 of the same deliveries as yet.
Good afternoon to my friend Zico. In your hometown, Zico. Bongsa. And picked up nicely by John. And it will beat the fielder outside there in the deep. Some not too tidy looking work at all. And what should have been 1 and a possible difficult 2 has turned into 4. And Handel Stafford, the coaches will want to see you at the office at the end of this innings.
Yeah, really not keeping his body behind the line of the ball. Looking to hustle in to get to the throw in quickly, but you got to have the ball in your hands in order to throw it in.
Bongsa again, and this time it's gone for 4 byes. Bongsa again. So some frustration creeping in now for Imran Joseph. You can tell he was very disappointed with the fielding of Handel Stafford in the last delivery. And just decided to take his revenge out on the batsman. And the wicketkeeper can't even hold on to it. It was always climbing. 132. And we still have 1 over and 1 delivery remaining.
Yeah, that was a brute of a delivery from Joseph. I think it really got through John in a matter of seconds. John making a flail at it, but really, if he got back onto that, there was no control.
Slower delivery. Gone for 4. Again. So Imran Joseph has been very expensive in this over. And, boy, he is not in a good mood now. 141 for 4. This is a total to talk about.
Definitely a total to talk about. But, Jason, I want to go back to that shot. Joseph expecting John to give himself room John stepped in and was still able to just guide that ball past the short fine leg. That was expertly done.
You've got to give the batsman credit for that, Ryan John. This is his home ground, so to speak. Someone on the live has said that the Blasters are getting blasted. Oh, it's not over yet. They still have to bat. This one is blasted away. Just to one, then they call for two, and they will get it comfortably. 143, so this is the highest total registered in the tournament so far.
Yeah, definitely the highest total so far. And with some 5 deliveries to go, I think they are challenging a 150.
It's a good delivery. It's a good delivery. Kelshon Andrew, the youngster, putting some respectability on the end of this innings for the Bayleaf Blasters. 143 for 4. Yeah, surely they can get to 150. Oh, more runs here. More runs here. And 6 more runs if you want to be precise. 149 for 4. Junior Henry has moved on to 44. He's eyeing a half century as well. That was perfectly exploited.
Yeah, really, really good shot. Really, you have to give credit to Henry. Since he came in, since Henry came in, he was just, leaps and bounds above, looking to make sure that he got every opportunity to score, coming inside the and scoring a really beautiful boundary.
He's gone for the same shot again, missing it this time. The folks who are parked in that area, they need to be very careful, because he's eyeing that little lift over fine leg. He has played it to perfection a few moments ago.
While I enjoyed the shot for a moment there, I had to really, keep my eyes on the ball.
You're one of those folks parked down there, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely I am.
You don't park inside the ground at a small venue when it's the shorter version of the game. Rafael Crony, you should have told Rondell that. Your insurance company will not like you. Slower delivery. Slower delivery. And he's gotten him, has he? No. Let's see it again. It looked close. Thought he got an edge. But no, a lot of daylight there. So with just 1 delivery remaining, the score is 149 for 4. Cinnamon Pacers on good pace here.
Yeah, really good pace. They seem on course to breach the 150 mark with this final delivery.
Well, he's picked it up nicely, and this one will go all the way. Another maximum. That's a beautiful way to end it. And Junior Henry picking up the ball perfectly, timing it to expert. And that brings up his half century. 50 even. And the Cinnamon Pacers close out on 155 for 4.
155 for 4. By far the highest total we've seen in the tournament. This pair, John and Henry, putting on 32 in quick fire time with some really, really inventive shots by Henry, just looking to maximize, the last few overs, and they did exactly that.
You're correct. He was particularly innovative, and especially in the last over, and picked up some much needed runs. 14 runs coming off the last over. That's a lot by all these standards, and all things equal, that's a fair amount. And the Cinnamon Pacers, 155. Let's run through it quickly for you. The 4 wickets down. Saint Hilaire, who went for 10, the explosive Saint Hilaire. He wasn't among the runs today, but he can be a danger man, but not today. The danger was done by Shondell Regis, who got to 41. And Junior Henry, who's an unbeaten on 50, and good assistance from Kieran Kotoy, who came in and blasted 22 off 7 deliveries, 4 fours and 1 6. He dealt in boundaries today, and that was the batting story for the Cinnamon Pacers. In the bowling department, well, a lot of cane, a lot of licks, cane we like to call it in the West Indies. And the older bowler picking up more than 2 was Belfont. Belfont picking up 2 for 36 off his 2. But after that, the only wicket takers was Pascal and Joseph, 1 apiece for 23 and 34. But everyone was properly belted. It was like an age-old primary school in the 1960s with a stern principal. Everyone was belted around the ground, and the Cinnamon Pacers 155 for 4.
Yeah, really a good outing for the Cinnamon Pacers. 155. Really, the foundation was set with Kotoy with that what we will now call a cameo, 22 from 7. Really, he set the pace, and I think the other batters just followed suit. Hence the total on board. So we look forward to the chase. Can the Bayleaf Blasters really come out and blast themselves to that total? Let's see.
Well, they're standing at the bottom of Mount Everest, and they're going to have to do a lot of climbing to get to the top. We will come back with the chase. The Bayleaf Blasters would look for 156 from their 10 overs. Join us in a few minutes. All right, well, the chase is on. And the Cinnamon Pacers, they got to 155 for 4. And the Bayleaf Blasters, they're standing at the foot of Mount Everest. And they've got to blast their way all the way to the top. Rockets should be lit from the very first delivery. That's according to Clyde Rondell John. And with a run rate of an even 15.5, they're going to try to get to 156. Crony, I know you always try to be politically correct. But, tell me.
Yes, certainly it's an uphill task for the Bayleaf Blasters. 155 being the highest score in the tournament so far. They will have to bat really well. So the batters, people like Heron Campbell, certainly will have to come into his own.
Well, immediately they've gone from the very first delivery, and that's 4. So they've blasted the rocket from the top. Dylan Douglas immediately into the attack. He's out there with Heron Campbell, the captain. And the first ball, look at it. It's gone.
Yeah, short delivery into position, quickly hit over mid-wicket. Dunked to the boundary for 4. Confident shot, importantly getting into position. So he was able to really play that shot well.
Jaron Noel opening the bowling for the Cinnamon Pacers. Good response. Rushing onto him and pushing him back a little bit.
Yeah, quicker delivery. Shortish in length, but it didn't give him any room to play any shot but to defend.
He's going again, square of the wicket. This time it shouldn't beat the fielder. No, just 1. So the Cinnamon Pacers, they're off and running. Sherman Lewis doing the tidying work down in the deep.
Yeah, and they was able just to bring Lewis a little bit squarer. So he's able to cut off that boundary. Again, Douglas pulling.
Looking to go square of the wicket and not getting hold of it. He got into position, I thought, but just missed it.
Yeah, looking for too much power there, really. And Campbell missing that shot.
It's good work by Jaron Noel. He's a nippy bowler, is he? This time he plays it just a little wide of Noel. Reaching but can't prevent the single. And 6 without loss at the end of the first over. And the run rate takes a few steps up.
Yeah, good over by Noel. And we would have seen Noel once again. This time he began coming around the wicket. And we have seen him being very effective when he bowls around the wicket. The game yesterday he went over the wicket. I think was hit for 6 and was hit for another 4. But this time around I think he kept it very tight to finish the first over. Just 6 without loss. I think he would be happy to know that he only went for 6 in the over.
So Walcott is the other bowler used to open the attack. Dwayne Walcott for the Cinnamon Pacers. And Campbell is watchful. It's a wide delivery. These umpires have been very mean, very stringent. This time he makes connection with Walcott, but little.
Yeah, just a bit wide again. Walcott seemed to be struggling. And just looking at him in terms of his run up to the wicket, and doesn't seem to be having that smooth rhythmic run up. So he has to be very careful. The tendency is that he's going to keep pitching wide, and he's going to probably bowling short as his first 2 deliveries.
If you're now joining us, I'm Jason Skeet. With me is Rafael Crony. We've got a chase on our hands here. Slower delivery, watchful, and a single stolen.
Very good run in there by Campbell. I don't think the fielders expected him to take a single there. By the time they look around here, he was down at the other end. Really good running.
Campbell is probably looking for too much power. He understands the urgency of getting on with it, but you've got to get to the ball to get on with it.
Yeah, looking to hit the ball too hard. And we have seen the importance of getting into position. Timing would be required when you get into position.
Solid in defense. So a lot of work to do here for these Bayleaf Blasters. If they ever believed in going guns blazing, this is the chance. He's picked it up this time. Surely.
Well done, well done.
Good feeling out in the deep. Just 1. They come for 2 now.
Let move. Come, Jay, come, Jay.
They need to go a lot quicker than they're going.
Yeah.
He's made connection with this one this time, Campbell. And he's dispatched. He's dispatched Walcott for 4. So at the end of 2, 15 without loss.
Yeah, pitch up delivery and not really a bad delivery. Campbell playing through the line, hit it on the up, taking it from just outside the off stump and hitting it down to a wide long on and picking up a boundary. 15 without loss, and we had 2 completed over. Campbell is on 8 and Douglas on 6. It will be necessary for this pair to bat as long as possible if they're going to have any chance to get up to that score.
He's picked him up. The shout is catch. A man is settling on it, and the catch is taken out in the deep. Safe pair of hands there out in the deep. Dwayne Walcott taking the catch, going straight down his throat at mid-wicket. That's a comfortable take. 1 wicket down, 15 for 1.
Yeah, and good captaincy, good tactics. As that player was placed down on the mid-wicket boundary, and again we see Jerron Newell coming from around the wicket, just bowling short of a length. And he has been varying it, some quicker, some slower. So you really need to get the timing right. And this one here, the batsman really was into a position where he had to more or less force it. Was not able to get it over the boundary. And an easy catch taken on the boundary.
Well, Douglas has gone for 6. Micah Narayan is on his way out. But more importantly, the Bayleaf Blasters would need Heron Campbell to stay right there and bat through the innings. That would be probably their major hope if they were to get to 156 or anywhere near it.
Yeah, Campbell is one of the key batters that need to really bat for a long time. But as we see, we are into the 3rd over already, 15 for 1. So the pressure already has begun to mount. And therefore, you will not only have to stay there, but have to push it along. The task becomes really more difficult. As we know, Jason, we look at Cinnamon Pieces, who, in my view, have the strongest bowling attack.
His bowling attack is being dissected here. That's expert batting. Well played. And Micah Ryan gets the going with 4.
Yeah, tossed up there, slightly hitting across the line, but was able to get it between the mid-wicket fielder and the wide mid-on and picking up a boundary.
Micah Ryan has been very tidy with the bat and the ball. He got a 42 against the Nutmeg Warriors a few days ago. So he's in good form. This time he's gone with him again. This time a lot square, and the result is the same, 4 runs.
Yeah, well played by Naren. And there again, it was not about all power, but he got in and basically clipped it over square leg. He just clipped it over square leg, and it erased the boundary for 4. We have seen once and again the importance of timing the ball properly, getting in the position. That was well played by Naren.
Oh, the required rate is just under 18. Narayan again looking to go square of the wicket. Looking to pull this one from outside the off stump. They cross for 1. But he will need to bat for a long time. Both him and Heron Campbell. A disappearing bat for a moment, an invisible bat for a moment.
Yeah, good bowling by Jaron Noel.
It's good bowling again. Good bowling again by Noel. Noel beating him. And at the end of 3, the Bayleaf Blasters are 24 for 1. They are 132 runs from land.
Yeah, not a bad over. Yes, 132, quite a bit to get in 7 overs. Noel finishing his spell of 2 overs, picked up 1 for 15. Again, keeping it fairly tight. 2 overs for 15 runs. You probably could live with this on a wicket like that playing here. 24 for 1 after 3 overs.
Bayleaf Blasters started this innings deep in the ocean. And they're looking to go after everything with excessive power, Rafael Crony. They'll be more advised to just get some bat onto ball and play some more exquisite strokes and free up themselves, because the inner circle is in. The restrictions are still in play. Oh, this one has gone high up in the air. They're all running at it. But still, he lives on to fight another day. So Heron Campbell and Michael and Orion still out there in the middle.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not all about power. And again, Campbell was looking to pull that delivery and really was caught in no man's land. And got high up on the bat and just eluded the keeper.
It's good bowling. It's good bowling by Dwayne Walcott. He's into his 2nd over, 11 already. Not bad at all.
Yeah, so far have been pretty good. His line have been consistent off stump and outside the off stump. Some probably a little bit too wide, but has been bowling a good line.
This time he picks it up, but only straight to the fielder. And another wicket goes down. Micah Narayan is gone for 11.
Yeah, look at that, a nothing shot there. He probably was looking to hit on the onside ball. Just moving away a bit, taking the outside half of the bat and loving to mid-off. It's pretty soft dismissal as Bayleaf Blasters lost the 2nd wicket.
think he should have been looking to go on the onside with it instead of playing inside. Oh, the ball is already angling down leg.
Yeah, as we look at it here again.
Or maybe it straightened on him a little bit.
Yeah, it was moving away from him. Probably if he went a bit straighter, he probably tried to hit it too square. But if he went a little bit straighter, we got to get more bat onto it. And so be able to play it probably in a better way.
Mike and Ryan goes and Imran Joseph comes in. Imran Joseph, they would need him to bat long too. And immediately, one adds to the total. 26, 27 for 2.
Yeah, the pressure has begun to build on the Bayleaf Blasters.
They get 2. 127 runs away from landfall are these Bayleaf Blasters.
And a run rate needed of 21. Just 7.25, almost with 4 overs completed. So really it's a long way to go. They really would need to see some form of explosive batting, ball clearing the fence in with regularity. Really, if they're going to challenge that score of 155.
Yeah, well, they're operating at about 33% of what is required. So they're a long way out.
But just going back to the bowling attack, of the Cinnamon Pieces, they seem to have probably the best attack of the teams. When you look at the lineup of the bowlers there, the likes of Ryan John and Dana George, and these are bowlers that have been bowling pretty well. They do possess a really good attack. Cousin Murray.
Shamron Lewis is now into the attack for them. Crony has been speaking about this bowling attack from the Cinnamon Pieces. Bongsa. And looking to go square of the wicket. But Imran Joseph not making any connection with each dot ball. The pressure mounts.
No way close to that delivery there. As the batsman there, swinging Joseph.
Again, another dot ball. More pressure mounting. In the meantime, I'm quite sure the men in the camp, they're looking for lisinopril and valsartan. There's a popular blood pressure medication. They would need some of that now, won't they?
Yeah, certainly to really wild shots there, ball wide off the off stump and lifting. And I think the most what could have happened is that probably take the edge ball goes up into the air. Joseph is nowhere close.
Dot ball again, head in the air. He's got to keep his eyes on it and make some connection. He's not doing the Bayleaf Blasters any justice now. They're 29 for 2. And in some quicksand here, if you want to call it that. They've got to be careful now. Pressure is mounting.
Yeah, a lot of concern shown by Imran Joseph. They've not been able to get back to ball. But, Sherman Lewis just had to continue to keep that line he's bowling there. Not to go close to him.
He's ballooned this one. And Noel is down there on a wideish long on. Does the work.
Yeah, no control and no power. Really, because he's so far from the delivery.
Oh, they've managed to get to 30.
This has been a very good over by Sherman Lewis so far. Just conceding just a single and a leg by.
So just 2 runs coming off the over. Slower delivery, beaten again. So this is some really impressive bowling here from Sherman Lewis. Very impressive, just 1 run off his first over. Off the bat, the leg by of course. Would make it 2 runs off the over total, but just 1 off the bat from him. 31 for 2. We're halfway there in the overs. And the Bayleaf Blasters, 125 needed. Crony, are you a betting man?
Yeah, not a betting man, but certainly at 31 for 2 after 5 overs, I think it's almost written that it's going to be really challenging, almost impossible for them to get up to that score of 156 really needed for victory. But very good over bowl by Sherman Lewis. The experience he have, this is the quality of bowling you expect from a person like Sherman Lewis, who makes it really, really difficult for the Bayleaf Blasters.
Well, Sadie Brandy Williams, we heard you. And we can't repeat that, but I'm quite sure the folks who would probably have direct contact to the dressing room would share your sentiments. The Bayleaf Blasters in some hot water now. Dana George is operating from the main road end. And Heron Campbell is there on 10. Campbell making some connection with this one. Down to a wideish long off, almost a deep mid off on the boundary. Just 1. 33 for 2. So the Cinnamon Pacers have tightened the screws somewhat, Cummins.
Well, I think it had gone past tightening. It has really, really been what?
Wide, but a slower delivery. So in as much as Dana George was penalized with the wide, he still had the batsman checking.
34 for 2 in the 5th over. They should be 75. So they are really, really back, way back. And it's just maybe the formalities of the game that is just going on now.
Another wide again. So these extras, the Bayleaf Blasters won't mind. Extras has gone up to 6 already. But more importantly, the required run rate as a balloon to 25 and a smidgen.
Very good bowling by the Cinnamon Pacers. Well, if you're just going to be standing and just pointing your foot down the wicket and having a swing without looking at the ball, this is what will happen. You will get another dot ball, and
I think he's looking at where he wants to put it and not looking at it.
That's just what is happening. Cinnamon Pacers really grinding.
And he's bowled him. He has put him out of his misery. Imran Joseph goes for 1. And Dana George has struck So 4 runs coming off of him so far, but more importantly, he picked up a wicket.
That's a beautiful delivery. That's a beautiful delivery. Dana George making sure that he kept cool, looking at the movements of Imran John. He did not go for it. He kept to what he has planned, to put the ball on the wicket. And another one biting the dust, as always said.
Wavell Benjamin, the new batsman that comes out, he's out there with, I'm quite sure, a couple of written prayers in his back pocket, because the required run rate is now 26.89. They're operating at about 6 1/3, and that's nowhere near what they should be. They still require another 121. They've got 4.5 overs remaining, and to save and accept that, there's something totally miraculous, sheer divine intervention. I think the writing is on the wall. More from Cummins, and then Clyde Rondell John will take us to the end of this innings.
So a very, very good display by the Cinnamon Pacers, ranking up 155, the highest total in this tournament thus far. And the bowlers have been really supported, bowling good lengths, bowling good line, and the Bayleaf Blasters just have no what is going on outside of there. Jerome Noel had started well. He got with a Showman Lewis coming on and bowling quite well. First over, Dana George picked up from this end, and he has really been into a good groove. And thus far, they have been grinding, really grinding Bayleaf Blasters.
Yeah, well, the Bayleaf Blasters, they needed to get the rocket off from the first delivery. They got a boundary, but since then, the boundaries have been really a distance apart. I was going to say far and few between, but man, it is a distance. I don't know, it seems as if they are still in St. George's waiting for that transport to get up here.
Well, I don't know if they have it in a container. I don't know what they have it in, but it seems just not to be reaching up here.
So, it's all Cinnamon Pacers so far. They have bossed this game.
So in the 6th over, losing 3 wickets, there should be 91.
Yeah, well, they're nowhere close to that. It will take a couple of cameos, maybe having maybe a couple overs, 2 overs at least going for 36 to really bring them anywhere close to that. And with the type of bowling that we're seeing out here now, that is really highly unlikely. So Dana George continuing to keep the pressure on, continuing. There's no letting up of pressure. Really, I think the Cinnamon Pacers fans out there, they will be happy. They will be really, really ecstatic over the performance of their team today. They're just continuing to look as the team to really challenge the trophy this year. Very explosive in terms of their batting, and you see them in the field, they're electric. The bowlers are really doing an awesome job to make sure that they keep pressure.
Bayleaf Blasters just shopping in singles now. At the end of the 6th over. It's a lot of batting to get back in any groove. As we see the young Murray is going to be taking up the attack.
Well, I tell you, if singles was a store, then you will find Bayleaf Blasters down there right now, and it must be somewhere in Grand Anse. Pressure is on. Can Captain Campbell really dig his team into a spot of respectability? I'm not even saying victory, but I'm saying respectability, because so far, the Cinnamon Pacers, the Cinnamon has really outdone the Bayleaf.
Cinnamon, I wonder which of those in its rightful place is stronger. Is it the Cinnamon or the Bayleaf?
Well, right now on the cricket pitch, the Cinnamon is really strong.
The Spices of Grenada. Spices of Grenada.
So the Bayleaf may have to pick a few more leaves to really try and get any sort of sting going.
Cinnamon, you can use the bark and the leaves.
Benjamin is tasked with the remaining 4 overs, himself and Aaron Campbell. Some 180 needed. Mind you, it's not impossible. It will take a lot of boundary clearing, but it's not impossible. Bayleaf fans out there, they will be hoping that something happens. So it's going to be Cutson Murray from the pavilion end. And he is going to be looking to continue the stranglehold that they have on the Bayleaf Blasters. He's looked impressive so far. And mind you, they are young under 19 players coming into the tournament for the first time.
A very calm head he has on his shoulders. So I might just be going down the leg side. But it's a good way to start.
Yeah, beautiful. Yorker length delivery, not really afraid to pitch it up, just pitching outside the leg stump. Had it pitched just slightly, maybe a couple inches into the wicket. He just may have gotten a wicket there. You look at his approach, and he's looking to nail some Yorkers to close off this over. So far, he has landed 2 in really good spots, making it really difficult for the Bayleaf Blasters.
So far, we have lovely sunshine here at Lasaches for the afternoon. Nice, relaxing breeze across the field.
Again, another full pitch delivery. Batsman can't really get any significant bat onto that. It cannons into the pad.
And another single taken.
Another single taken. So they seem to be shopping at singles.
Yeah, that bill is going to be a very long bill. Only singles.
Yeah, so far, Cinnamon Pieces, they're locked in and loaded.
Well, look at it.
Another one goes. Another one goes. So the Bayleaf Blasters, they have really sunk. They really seem to be sunk somewhere down in the south, and not being able to get up to Lasaja to contend with the Cinnamon Pieces. You look at that delivery, well executed, pitching, not leaving as the right-hander expects, but came back.
Came back the other way, just straightening and onto his wicket. Nowhere near it at all.
No, that sight right there tells you.
Playing down just the wrong line. Outside the line of the ball.
Yeah.
Where Benjamin just had no answer there. Meanwhile, Captain Aaron Campbell on the other end, and he's trying to hold a tight pause at this time, but things are not going his way at all.
Well, Aaron Campbell is just at the non-striker's end, not really getting much of the strike, 12 runs from some 16 deliveries, a strike rate of 75. He's been out there for some 34 minutes. Really hasn't gotten a piece to the wicket.
Let's see how the left-hander will bowl to the left-hander this time around.
Wide ball served up by Murray. Will have to deliver again.
Just coming off the length on the wicket and trying to serve up one that is outside of the off stump, inducing the batsman to play a rush shot, but it was just a little bit too wide away from the batter, and the umpire responded, extending the hands. That's a very good take by the wicketkeeper, diving down the leg side, at least saving 4 wides. Aston Murray just going back and trying to get back to the Yorker and just overdoing this one. Wide outside the line of the leg stump. So he's going to try to get back into his cool momentum, and let's see what will happen.
Yeah, the left-handed Stafford seemed to have thrown him off his line there just a little bit, but he's back on, and another dot delivery. So far you have some 23 dot deliveries in the innings of the Bayleaf Blasters.
Stafford just throwing his bat at this one, no winning at all.
And Mr. Cummins, another single.
Well,
Bayleaf Blasters seem to be dealing in singles.
I don't think you can hang your hat where your hand can reach, but in cricket it's glorious uncertainties, and you got to do something or something else will do you. But it is really excellent bowling. A good field set, tight bowling from the young man finished completing his first over, and Dina is going to continue. We are now into the 8th over, 7 are completed.
Yeah, well, 44 for 4 after 7. The Bayleaf Blasters are seemingly looking to register the lowest total of the tournament so far.
At least.
They will need to really, get blasted into at least save face.
Most definitely. I like the way you term it, save face. Well, they should be at least after 7 overs, losing 4 wickets, they should be 107, and they're not even 50. Wow.
So the carpenter has placed his bit of board in the grip. That clamp is really clamped down, and there's no movement out there in terms of the run rate of the Bayleaf Blasters. Required rate 39.18.
Well, you say he clamp it. He just didn't clamp it, I believe. He had some wood glue. I think he had put in some nails. There's some really nails, some good, strong nails are inside of there. Here comes another one.
One bounce 4, so Campbell deciding that we've said enough. He has pulled out the long handle and has picked up a boundary.
And that had been a very long time since a boundary has been scored.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. We haven't seen the ball travel anyway close to the boundary. So he will feel happy. Has to work really hard to make sure that the Bayleaf Blasters, they do not go down with the lowest total of the season so far. Pulling well, but another single. Not really being able to find the gaps. Seems as there's no gaps out there right now for the Bayleaf Blasters.
No gaps. We're properly fenced. The bowler's really doing the trick, really keeping it tight. Good length, good line, good mixture.
Again, finding the fielder there, Stafford. Stafford not really trying to play any rash shots. I think he just wants to feel the bat on the ball, spend a bit of time out in the middle. Hasn't really been able to blast his way, to any sort of significant score in the tournament as yet.
I guess a batsman in Stafford caliber, he should be batting somewhere up number 4, 5 up there.
That's beautiful. That's lovely. This is what we know of Handel Stafford. Just using the pace of the ball and guiding that one over the infield. A beautiful boundary there. Giving a little bit of smidgen of ecstasy to the Bayleaf Blasters fans.
Just easing of the breathing with a well-timed shot, well-placed, and collecting a boundary.
So George wants to close off his over well.
That's a direct throw, direct hit.
That is
And
out.
that is out.
It is out. Yes, it is out. I'm sitting here looking at the screen and wondering why is the wicket disturbed, only to realize a direct hit from Sherman Lewis out in the deep.
That's a very good throw.
Keeper not needed. Stafford nowhere close to his crease.
Well, just adding more injuries. And Bayleaf just cannot get the nose above water. Kelshon Andrew, a good hitter of the ball, is going in with his team in trouble, but just a few deliveries remaining. When the eight delivery, 12 balls remaining in this inning, and they have to get 100 runs.
So at the end of the 8 over, it's 55 for 5. The Bayleaf Blasters. Definitely two overs remaining to get 100 runs.
He's hit. Oh, and he's done. He has taken the count.
Yeah, he really will need some urgent attention. I think that one missed everything and might have struck Campbell on the neck. Let's look, let's see.
Oh,
Yeah, just hitting into the grill there somewhat.
somewhere into the grill. Just playing a little bit too early to this one.
Yeah, really not the side that you like to see.
Not at all.
And really, if he's injured here now, it means that the Bayleaf Blasters will definitely be a man down for a while. Yeah, just banging into the grill. Seem to have caught a little bit of the neck. Should be alright. He's sitting up. Seems to be doing well. All his mental faculties seem to be in place.
He got a little cut.
Yeah. Helmet and the ball squeezing together.
Yes, yes. Well, he's getting up. After how many counts?
Well, physio is out there. He's gonna make sure that Yeah, I definitely think he can retire Hood. There's no need to really prove anything. It's 55 required as the run rate. I don't think he needs to really prove anything to anyone. So
I guess I do admit that he should be walking out. Let the other batsman come in and you go out, relax. There isn't anything much there. Again, 100 runs in 12 ball deliveries, totally impossible. But just would like to see the landing of the bowler again in that delivery. There was something extra. Oh, he since put back the helmet and he's back on.
well, that's a bit of strength. Let's look at it again. As we look at the feet of Lewis, yeah, really just snapping,
Yeah.
really putting some good energy, good momentum
Good
into that
momentum,
delivery.
Yes, good landing. That ball had some pace with it.
So Campbell lives on.
Let's see where Shaman will go this time.
Typical response from Heron Campbell. Getting that one a bit short of a length and just dispatching it straight back past the bowler. So he has some consolation.
He's always a fighter. Always a fighter.
Yeah, shows a big heart, Heron Campbell.
Always that big heart.
Hold on, check in the front foot. Just give him a minute.
So the umpire just maybe checking the front foot of the bowler there. Maybe he has spotted something that we didn't pick up. But all is well.
Oh, what
Campbell is
an
out.
hit.
Campbell is out. What a catch. Nkosi Saint-Hilaire at a short third man, wide short third man, just picked up a really beautiful catch. Let's look at it there. Off the ground, taking it behind him. Excellent. Excellent. No,
It's dropped.
he dropped it.
Dropped it, yeah.
Wow, for a minute there, I really thought he held on to it. Good camera work there by our team at T&R Communications.
And they have proven to be the best.
Andrew not really able to make contact with that one.
Just too quick for him.
So, you as the coach, what is it you'll be saying to your players at this time?
Which team? Cinnamon Pacers or
Bayleaf Blasters.
Bayleaf Blasters? Well, at the end of this meeting, we're going to go. I will be saying to them, we have lost. I will let them know that. Because although they know that, I'll let them know that we have lost the game. We did not play the kind of game that we wanted, and we have lost the game. Our bowling was not to par, and our batting, we have to come again.
Well, a lot needs to be said. You want to get the morale of these boys up because they still have a long way to go in this tournament.
But for Cinnamon Pieces, I will just say, well done, gentlemen. Wow.
Okay, so right there you had it. When it's going bad for you, it's really going bad. And I think it's just a bad day in the outfield today for the Bayleaf Blasters.
Look at this.
Everything seemed to be going against them. So they just have to regroup and come again as the over comes to an end from Sherman Lewis. 62 for 5 after some 9 overs. 1 over remain. And definitely the Cinnamon Pacers, their fans, their captain, their staff will be happy.
Beautiful scenes of St. David Catholic Church at the top there. Lovely. This piece of rock always a beauty to look at.
Yeah, I quite agree with you. And you're on this piece of rock, we are located in the place that is beautiful but different. I credit that piece of knowledge to Jason Skeet, who always reminds us whenever we get here, we're in the parish of St. David's, in the place that is beautiful but different.
Most definitely. Well,
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, it's the English meaning for Lassages. Murray again dealing in Yorkers, really helping to keep quiet the Bayleaf Blasters. They really haven't gotten off. And nothing to really write home about from them. They were always up against the 8 ball, 15 from the get-go. And once you get 6 off the first over, it means that you're staring down the barrel.
most definitely. Well, the bill, I think, is on the ground. Is it the bill? Oh, the batsman had. Well, he has done the correct thing. This is a young man, Kelshawn. I've seen scored a half century in 24 balls in Dominica on the 19th tournament. Big hitter of the ball.
Well, with 92 of the next 3 deliveries, I don't think mathematically it is possible. Has to take something of maybe a miracle.
I don't think there is any scientific calculator will be able to give an answer for this one.
Quite agree with you. Cinnamon Pacers have done all the hard work, put in the hard yards, and they're reaping some really good rewards, some good momentum. Some really good momentum they're building up here in this, the 2024 edition of the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament.
Well, is the final ball delivery coming up? I make it? Or they got 2 more?
Again, Campbell just swinging that one into the mid-wicket region, picking up another single. Murray just really keeping it tight. Not really giving away anything, Murray.
Yes. And what a outing for Cinnamon Pacers.
Yeah. I think they really enjoyed their performance today. They can certainly take confidence in the way that they have been playing as the innings of the Bayleaf Blasters comes to an end, and they would finish on 66 for 5 after their allotment of 10 overs. So it's the Cinnamon Pacers winning by some 90 runs over the Bayleaf Blasters.
And that's a very huge margin of for victory. Cinnamon Pacers, they had really outplayed Bayleaf Blasters in all the departments. They fielded well, they catch well, they batted excellent, and when it comes to their bowling, they were just right on spot. And what a excellent game of cricket we have seen from Cinnamon Pacers. Well, Bayleaf Blasters, they will have to go to the drawing board and rethink the composition, rethink everything to get ready for the next game. But a wonderful game. Two great games of cricket we have seen for the afternoon, and with the weather holding as it has, indeed, it prepares us for another exciting day of cricket tomorrow.
Well, just to give you quickly a run through of the scorecard, which really doesn't look anything attractive in the context of what has been happening on this ground so far. Bayleaf Blasters 66 for 5. Heron Campbell, the captain, not out on 25. Micah Narayan, a quick cameo, 11 from 7. Any other notable score comes from Handel Stafford, 7. And the rest 1 and 2s and 3s. So a really good outing for the Cinnamon Pacers. Gerard Noel, he had 2 overs, 1 for 15. Dwayne Walcott, 2 overs, 13 runs, 1 wicket. Sherman Lewis, 2 overs. His 2 overs went for measly 8 runs. Dana George, 2 overs, 18 runs, 1 wicket. And Cut Murray also had 2 overs, 8 runs, 1 wicket. So all in all, an outstanding bowling performance from the Cinnamon Pacers. And they are the winners of this contest here this evening. Shortly, we're going to have the man of the match presentation. But I just want to give you a preview before we go to the man of the match presentation. Tomorrow, the Bayleaf Blasters, they have a very short time to regroup because they would be in action first up tomorrow. They would come up against the hard-hitting Ginger Generals. Then game number 2, you would see the Kloof Challengers. They would come up against the Nutmeg Warriors. So Bayleaf, they really need to turn it around tonight. Maybe the team discussion will be a bit longer. They would need to get some sort of morale boosting talk maybe from someone to really get them up and going again. So please remember, it's the Dream 11 Spice T10. I'm going to go right now to the presentation.
And welcome to the post-match ceremony for this exciting matchup between the Bayleaf Blasters and the Cinnamon Pacers. A match where we saw the high score posted in the tournament, 155 by the Cinnamon Pacers, and also the lowest score in the tournament, 66 by Bayleaf Blasters. Clinical performance by the Cinnamon Pacers. First of all, we're going to present the award for player of the match, and that will be presented by the president of the Grenada Cricket Association to Junior Henry for his outstanding knock of 15 odd out to help his team post the highest total in the tournament. All right, Junior, first of all, congratulations on your knock, but it's been a long time coming. Certainly, I'm sure you'll be pleased with the effort today by yourself with the bat.
Thank you very much. Yeah, a long time coming. I mean, it's really nice coming in with the bat today, knowing that my team has a good momentum coming into the tournament. And I went out there with basically the momentum that we have in the dressing room and just carry it into the field.
Yeah, you talk about momentum. We've seen that they throw the tournament to the bat. Different batsmen, Sean Del Regis, Karen Cotoy, they have been doing pretty well. Nikosi St. Hilaire have been pretty well for you guys. So how does that contribute to your individual performance, knowing that there are other batters who are also performing well?
Yeah, I mean, knowing that they are at the top there, they set the foundation, and then we in the middle order just continue. I mean, it eases off the pressure on us in the middle order when we go out there and just play our normal cricket game.
Second time in the tournament, you had a place in the first edition of the tournament for Kloof Challengers. Now here with the Cinnamon Pacers. Second time around, how is it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. I mean, it's a change of team, and I mean, the atmosphere is really nice, and the players are comfortable and relaxing. So it's a different feeling, and I'm in a different team, so I feel relaxed in terms of me going out there and perform to the best of my abilities.
All right, Junior, congratulations again today and all the best to the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
We're going to have some words now with the vice captain of the Bayleaf Blasters, Nilon Pascal. Tough day for the Bayleaf Blasters, so let's welcome Pascal to have a few words. Pascal, really tough day for you guys out there in the middle today. It was one of those days at the cricket match.
Yeah, it's a tough day. Them guys are a bit rusty. The cinnamon pieces bat really well, so hats off to them.
You'd have played cricket, a lot of cricket here locally, abroad, internationally. That wicket is probably one of the best batting tracks there is going around probably in your career.
Yeah, I think this wicket is very good. The ball slide on. The spinners, no assistant, no turn. And he just played through the line and it's really easy to bat on. So we're looking maybe next game. We understand the wicket now, so by next game we should be coming in and putting the ball in the right areas.
You are one of the better economical bowlers for your team. That says a lot when your teams concede over 15 runs and over. What do you think is the secret to being successful on that track as a bowler?
Well, on this wicket, you have to be thinking. You have to be thinking a lot on this wicket. Length ball go. So you gotta stick to what you know. If you gotta bowl yaka, you gotta go full and hard. The length ball will go. So from next game, I think we understand the wicket, and tomorrow we should come and do a better showing.
After performance today, what do you think you would telling the boys later on to lift themselves for the next encounter?
Well, you know, cricket is one team have to win, one team have to lose. So it's 10 overs. If you don't show up on the day, definitely you will lose.
All right, well, Pascal, we want to wish you guys all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Now going to what the captain of the Cinnamon Pacers, Ryan John. Pacers now 3 from 4 in their 4 matches. Ryan, it seems that your guys would have bossed the 2 aspects of the game, posting the highest total and also restricting the opponents at the lowest score in the match. Pretty good all-round performance by the Pacers.
Yeah, definitely. Our team came out with a plan today. We did really well, so I must commend our players. Obviously, the opponent came out on the losing end, but they did show a bit of fight, so we must commend them as well.
We seem that there should be some personal competition going among your top 4 batters now. Junior Henry is getting among the runs. Must be a happy captain this year. Your top 4 batters are scoring well consistently. 2 or 3 of those every innings are coming up for you.
Yes, definitely. Junior played really, really well today. We must thank him and congratulate him as well. He was always asking for that opportunity, and he got his chance today, and he really proved that he could have do something great for his team today.
On the personal end, we see probably it's the first game in a T10 match. You not have bowl. How relaxing it is, captain? Do you have to call upon yourself?
Yes, really good. I mean, everybody know that I'm recovering from an injury, so not too much pressure on myself when it's not necessary. So we just give the boys a chance, and we did good today. So.
Pacers 3 from 4. They seem to be sailing high. What words do you have for the guys to really keep them focused for the rest of the matches ahead?
Is always remembering the plan. Obviously, we know the set goal at the end of the tournament is to capture the title, but obviously we have to take one game at a time, and we're doing just that.
All right, well, Ryan, congratulations on today's performance, and we wish you guys all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
So that was the words from the players here post-match ceremony. Confident on the beat Ryan John after a clinical performance by the Cinnamon Pacers to register the 3rd victory in the tournament. That is it from the presentation.